World-famous psychologist B.F. Skinner proved that an animal rewarded for good behavior will learn much faster and retain what it learned far more effectively than an animal punished for its bad behavior. Since then, further studies have shown that this same principle applies to humans as well. Criticizing others doesn't yield anything positive. We aren't able to make any real change by criticizing people, and we are often met with resentment. It's important to remember when dealing with people, it's not what you say, it's how you make them feel. And people never forget this. We are dealing with not creatures of logic, but with the creatures of emotion. We are motivated by pride and ego. Criticizing is fertile because it puts a person on defensive and usually make them starve to justify themselves. Hello everyone and welcome to Avid Wisdom. Here is the summary of the book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Hope you like this video. If you do, please make sure you hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. Watch this video till the end to have a great insight from this book. The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. The only way we can get a person to do anything by giving them what they want. What actually people want: health, food, sleep, money, sex. Most of these wants are usually gratified, but there is one logic, almost as deep as ingrained as the desire for food or sleep, that is seldom gratified, the desire to be important. Flattery comes from tongue, appreciation comes from heart. We tend to take the people in our lives for granted so often that we neglect to let them know that we appreciate them. We must be careful to keep in mind the difference between appreciation and flattery, which seldom works in discrediting people as it is shallow, selfish, and insincere. Day in and day out, we spend most of our time thinking about ourselves, but if we stop thinking about ourselves for a bit and start thinking about other people's strength, we wouldn't have to resort to cheap flattery, and we could offer honest, sincere appreciation. With words of true appreciation, we have the power of completely change other person's perspective of themselves, improve their motivation, and be a driving force behind their success. When we think about it like that, when we have nothing to lose and only positive outcomes to gain. Of course, you are interested in what you want, but no one else is. The rest of us are just like you. We are interested in what we want. Perhaps your favorite dessert is strawberry cheesecake. Excellent choice. Now, if you want to go fishing, would you belt your hook with cheesecake? Of course not. That's what you like. But fish prefer warm. Lloyd George, Great Britain's Prime Minister during World War I, who stayed in power long after the other wartime leaders have been forgotten, was once asked how he managed to remain on top. His response: he had learned, belt the hook to suit the fish. In other words, give people what they want, not what you want. Let's see some of the principles from this book. Fundamental techniques in handling people. Criticizing is fertile because it puts a person on the defensive and usually makes him strive to justify himself. Criticism is dangerous because it hurts the person's pride, hurts his sense of importance. Everyone wants to feel important and wanted. Give honest and sincere appreciation. There is only one way to make someone do something, which is making them want to do it. The deepest craving in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. The best way to develop the best that is in a person is through appreciation and encouragement. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Think about things from other person's perspective. Put the other person's want before your own. Convince this person of how something can benefit him. Arouse the other person an eager want. Become genuinely interested in other person. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other person than you can in 2 years trying to get people interested in you. We are interested in other person when they are interested in us. Great people with animation and enthusiasm say hello to people in a way that shows you are pleased to talk with them. A simple way to make good impression. Action speaks louder than words. A smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you. Smile. Don't give an insincere grin. Insincere grins are mechanical and resentment. Remember that the person's name is to that person the sweetest and the most beautifully sound. If you want to be a good conversationalist, be an attractive listener. To be listening, be interested, ask questions that people will enjoy answering. Encourage others to talk about themselves. The royal road to a person's heart is to talk about things he or she treasures most. Try and focus on what that person is interested in and talk about it. A misunderstanding is never ended by an argument, but by tact, diplomacy, conciliation, and sympathetic desire to see other person's viewpoint. If someone tries to argue with you and bring you a point you haven't thought of, show them the appreciation of that point and talk on that. Don't trust your first instinct when you feel an argument is coming up. Sometimes we react harshly when we feel we have to defend ourselves or a certain point. Sometimes it brings out the worst in us. Control your temper. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Show respect for the other person's opinion. Never say you are wrong. I have no right to say or do anything that diminishes a man in his own eyes. What matters is not what I think of him, but what he thinks of himself. Hurting a man in his dignity is a crime. Let me conclude this video by saying, most successful leaders all have one thing in common. They have read how to win friends and influence people. It is naive to think that by implementing these techniques we will always get the outcome we desire. But the experience of most people shows that we are most likely to change attitude. With this approach, even if we increase our success by 10%, we have become 10% more effective as leaders than we were before.
Hope you like this video. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. See you till the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.